Tim Albright with AVNation and InfoComm 2024 in the PlexusAV with Aaron Doughton. How are you, sir?
Good. How about you?
I am well. I am well. So I was introduced to you guys last year through some mutual friends, the folks at IPMX,
Yes.
right? This is one of the things that you guys do, not the only thing. But let's have a conversation really quickly about IPMX and kind of where that technology is going and how you guys leverage it.
Yeah, so where it's going, obviously a lot of ratification has been happening around the IPMX stack of technologies. So gaining a lot of momentum, just educating the customers over the last couple of years. What is IPMX? What does it provide to the Pro AV industry? And really, it's just that standards-based AV over IP system.
Okay.
Makes it more agnostic and interoperable between a lot of vendors. So you don't get locked into a specific proprietary technology or a particular vendor. This really opens up the ability for people to design systems with all kinds of devices.
Yeah, and that's kind of the promise, right? That open architecture, that open source, interoperability.
Yep.
But that, like I said, that's not the only thing you guys do. So you take IPMX. How does Plexus leverage that and also bring in these other technologies?
Yep, and a big piece of that is not only that core IP functionality, but now we have to bring in all of the KVM functionality, webcams, all the things that the Pro AV industry expects a Pro AV solution to have. We're now bringing that and being able to take in all kinds of devices, turn those into an IPMX IP core, and then be able to route those things around. But what we've also been able to do is create we call it a stream conversion gateway, but this is a key part of the IPMX technology stack, is to act as that protocol gateway.
Okay.
So now we're able to take in things like NDI or Dante or all of those really commonly used protocols in the AV industry and put them in an IPMX network. So now you can pick the best of breed cameras and all of these kinds of things, things that customers have been using for years and still be able to leverage those things. They don't have to start from absolute scratch if they start adopting an IPMX network. They just gain additional flexibility. That's really what it's all about.
Aaron, a lot of our folks are IT managers or tech managers.
Yeah.
Talk for a second about some of those concerns that folks have about putting AV on the network, right? Because I can do an HDMI cable, right? No big deal. But they're concerned about the impact, quite frankly, on uptime, the impact on bandwidth. What would you say to somebody that's looking at possibly migrating to AV over IP generically, and how they get there?
Yeah, and I think one of the key things about IPMX is really it's really IP focused first, right?
Okay.
So from an IT perspective, it's about managing bandwidth, making sure everything's controlled, secured, all the things that an IT manager is truly concerned about. This is not only on the video and audio network, right?
Yeah.
This is also a huge concern for those guys, just maintaining security. The corporate functions still have to go on in addition to all the AV over IP stuff. Well, IPMX has been designed from the front end to address all of that. So it's an easier conversation between an IP person and an AV over, an AV person to come together, justify a project, be able to collaborate and understand what each other's goals are, because the foundational technology is doing both of those things and taking all that into consideration.
All right, Aaron, somebody wants to find out more about what Plexus does. How do we do that?
Check us out at www.PlexusAV.com or reach out to our sales channels at sales@PlexusAV.com.
All right. Aaron from PlexusAV. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv. Follow along as we bring you more videos from the show floor of InfoComm 2024. All that and more at AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv.